Today is the day. The January transfer window is opened and we need to sign some players. Let's go, lads. Welcome back to another episode of the RTG Save here with Salford. And today we've got a lot of games and also the January transfer window. We currently sit first in the league, so we're doing all right so far. And a plus to this is I've just noticed I've remembered to hit record. So no mistakes from me today. Now, this is an action-packed month. I'd like to play Bradford because, of course, they're very local to me. I'd like to play the Bradford game. And then, really, with all the others, I don't know. We're just going to pick and choose as we go along. I'd rather play the teams that are high up in the league. And the opening game against Tranmere makes sense. They're 6th in the league at the moment. So we probably will play that. Now, if you didn't see the last episode, it was horrendous. McCalmay got injured and he's out for the season. It's 7 months. It's just 7 months and it's just I couldn't sleep and it's hurt me. It's hurt me rail deep, but McCalmay is going to be out for 7 months and someone call my therapist. We need a cam because I don't want to play a formation without a cam. Now, we're probably going to go back to this a little bit now because we got a left back again. So Ray is back, so that is really good news. This is a formation we can play quite comfortably as well. But we need a cam. I just need a cam. I tried Willock there. I mean, it kind of worked. He scored a goal, but it's not his position. It's not where I want him to play. And Watson he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. So, Operation Sign Cam is undergo. We don't have a lot of money. Maybe there'll be some moves, but I've got no wage budget. So, I mean, we don't even have 1.2 million. It's going to be a little bit of a dull January transfer window. I'm still super excited for it, but it is probably going to be quite a dull January transfer window just purely because we don't have the cash. And in the game, it does appear like just loans don't work. I mean, we could try for a loan. Like Callum Doyle here might not be playing for Sunderland, can't afford him, but I could have tried and give him a loan. They don't want to do it. So, you know, it's a little bit frustrating. Now, I've filled the list with players, and obviously a lot of this is your guys' suggestions. Again, keep the suggestions going as the series goes on. We'll always scout them. There's still actually players being scouted now, which is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, there's still players being scouted now. Now, I was tempted to go 4-3-3, but I want to play with a cam. I really want to play with a cam, and Tierney is currently being scouted and would actually suit the way we play. So I want to see kind of how much he's going to cost, most importantly. But if not, Michael Ladho, I can't say his name, which is really bad, but he could be the guy we go for. He's not dreadful. He's quite quick. He's quite athletic, I guess, for this level. And he will take a lot of improvement. But at 19, we're kind of purchasing him as a future prospect. Plus, I've been told he grows really well. He was one of the suggestions. And he's cheap. That's the key thing here. He's really cheap. But before we get into the first game of the episode against Tranmere, we've had an Ask Yorkie. And the question is, how do you feel about Tom King? He put Brandon, but I know he meant Tom King because it's the only King we got. How do you feel about Tom King and Elliot List's form? Now, to be honest with you, I don't think we'd be in the position we're in if it wasn't for Tom King. He's been unbelievable this season, and long may it continue. He's already gone up by 3, which is filling me with confidence that goalkeeper is not a position that I'm going to have to stress massively about when we hit League One, which is super important. When it comes to Elliot List, 2 episodes ago, absolutely over the moon with him. Recently, has just gone off the boiler touch. It's a very long season. There's a lot of games, and I expect him to find his form again. He's an extremely important player to us and the way we play. To be honest with you, I don't think if we'd have made this signing, we'd have done much up top. With Matt Smith, who's gone down 2 already, and he's just a big lump, and then Ian Henderson, who's gone down 3 already at 59 rated. So the signing of Elliot List, in my opinion, was all important and worth every penny already with the goals he's contributed. If you do want questions to be answered in the episodes, remember to put hashtag AskYorkie as well. Just bear in mind, I'm recording these in bulk now. I will always answer the question, just might not be in the direct episode after. We are a little bit tired for this one, and it's actually a really important game, taking on Tranmere. We're going to the 4-3-3. Of course, we haven't signed our cam yet. As soon as we get one, hopefully we'll be back to the normal positions. Teray back in the team for the first time in a while. Hopefully we can pick up a good result here. We do have some tired legs, though. This game's come thick and fast in this league, and the injury problems are now going to hinder us even more, especially when it comes to fitness. I think we drew to Tranmere first time round, so I'd love a victory here, but the problem is just rotation is hitting me hard at the moment. Fitness is hitting me hard, and that injury of McCalmay. Honestly, I'm so devastated. He's been so good to use. Fortunately, getting a little bit on the older side, so if we could find someone who's going to take up that position in the future, that was nearly a really good ball. Just find someone to take that position in the future is really important now in this window, because I do tend to play with cams. I want to be playing with a cam as well. I like the two formations we've been using recently. 4-3-3 should work well for us though, so I'm not too stressed about having to change to it. It just might hinder us a little bit going forward. They're moving the ball really, really well here. A Scunthorpe, and what a save from King. Mentioned him earlier on. He's honestly been so good for us, so important. Watson. Well, he's done really well to get that outside to Morris. Morris cuts it inside. He's done really well there as Morris pings it across there to Lund. Oh, that would have been a beautiful goal. Well-worked move for Morris. No Ashley Hunter starting this one today. He's a little bit tired. But Morris picking up the slack there on the wing instantly. He's hit that with some power as Lund. Just haven't really done anything from corners. Oh, just over the bar. We haven't done much from corners. I'd love to do a bit more. Jolly here now. Good movement, actually, from Tranmere. Oh, that reverse pass there is... why is it not... Just wouldn't let me change to anyone in the centre. The player switch on this game is absolutely horrendous. I hope they fix it. I couldn't imagine how aggravating the player switch is when you're playing online. Like, not going to lie. Oh, I'm literally tapping it there just to get a centre back. I wanted someone in the centre, not someone out wide who wasn't going to be able to cover him. I wanted someone in the centre to come across, but it just wouldn't let me change. But Sante will win that back. Elliot List then will knock it on. We're going to get through Morris here. Sorry, not Norris. Oh, this is lovely. Elliot List. Oh, he's back in her goals. Finally, Elliot List is back in her goals. 1-0 Salford City. A really well-worked move after a ball that was picked up for Brandon Asante tracking back. Well worked from him as well. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Fantastic move. I just like the fact that we won it back. We pounced on them quickly. Watson's ball to Elliot List was perfect. More of that, Elliot, please. More of that. I've been singing your praises. I think in one episode I said no one can doubt the signing of him. And then he's had a little bit of a soft patch. He had a few really good opportunities in the last... Look at that. Asante there working for the ball again. We had a few good opportunities in the last one, and Watson's pass was awful. And he just didn't take him. He just couldn't. It cleaned through as well. Oh, McPake's been found. It's too easy for them. Oh, my God. Could it have landed more perfectly to them? Could it? 1-1. Well, to be honest with you, he can't be beaten as easy there. Naba can't be beaten as easy. But, I mean, he gets so unlucky. It bounces off a Turnbull straight into the path of the striker. And, I mean, we haven't had much luck, have we? Paul Glatzel scored a goal. It's not necessarily deserved, but we don't have much luck when it comes to the ball bouncing in front of our net. And that's just before half-time as well, which is going to be quite devastating. What a frustrating way to end the first half. By conceding that sloppy goal, and it's due to one missed tackle, which on Ultimate, you can't miss a tackle in your own area. You can't miss a tackle that's that high up the pitch, basically. And that's exactly what we did. We missed that tackle, and then it hurt us. That was a lovely header from Bolton. It's a shame that we couldn't get it to Asante. Oh, Bolton's won it back. Absolutely beautiful there from Bolton. Oh, you wait and wait, but I mean, you do all that hard work, and then the pass is shocking. Elliot List here has done brilliantly. He'll ping it over to Asante. Asante then will knock that one over. Morris! Oh, it's a beautiful goal for Morris. What a well-worked move. Elliot List winning the football back. And then Morris will make it 2-1 right at the start of the second half. And that's that hard work in the team again, winning the ball back. And what a great ball over to Asante. And then Asante into Morris. And it was the right decision to start him. I mainly started Ashley Hunter just tired. We just need to calm it down a bit now, though. Just need to calm it down a little bit now because this scoreline is good for us. Let's keep it this way. Whatever we do now, don't be sloppy in defence. Now, the defence might be somewhere that we really need to look at next season. Oh, that's lovely work. That is really good work. Oh, what a save from King. Wonderful football from Tranmere. I think the back line next season is really important for us to kind of assess it and look at it because we can't be defending like we have done in this league, in League One. We'll get torn apart. And I think League One might end up being a 2-season league. I don't know how that works for the series and engagement, but, you know, it should be good fun. We shouldn't be able to just fly through the leagues. Hopefully Tranmere can't get anything from this corner. We've been getting away with it a little bit, haven't we? We've been doing well because King's been doing well. Let's be 100% honest. And again, I miss a tackle there out wide. That's a great tackle from Asante. What's happened to Asante? He's playing really, really well all of a sudden. Like, no word of a lie. Someone even commented in the last episode, like, Asante just out of absolute nowhere He's just playing really, really well all of a sudden. That is a great ball from Shepherd. Elliot List to finish the game off. Elliot List is bloody back in form, lads. It's exactly what we needed from him. And it's going to be a 3-1 lead now to Salford. And I am so happy that I can relax a little bit more. I can get a little bit less sweaty and enjoy the lead that we have. What a ball over from Shepherd. Subbed him on for Bolton only a moment ago, and a brilliant finish. But we ended the last episode a little bit doom and gloom, didn't we, really? Let's be honest, because of McCartney's injury. Well, it doesn't feel too doom and gloom here. What's happening now? They seem to be... How's he got... Who did... Let's hold on a brief moment here, ladies and gents. What is this a red for? League 2 refereeing at its finest for you boys. League 2, refereeing at its finest. This has never seen a red card in its life. I just don't really understand what has happened here. Like, so where's the red get given? The red gets given for this moment here, right? I mean, it looks like we might have won the ball back. We don't. And then that. I mean, it's not a red, is it? It's just not a red. Anyway, more comfortable for us now. And as I was saying... It ended a little bit doom and gloom last time. It's not feeling that right now, is it? As Asante will whip the ball in for List's hat-trick! Oh! Elliot List, no! He's offside. Absolutely devoed for the young man. Oh, you shouldn't have leant forward, Elliot. You shouldn't have leant forward, mate. I can't believe how excited I just got. I was just so happy that he turned his form around with a hat-trick. He'd answered the critics, basically. Turns it around with a hat-trick. Got super excited. Offside. I don't like this. Tranmere's ball over there was lovely. O'Connor. Well, he's got good footwork. Again, it's just King. When you got King in net, you know balls are going to be saved. That one centrally to List. List then. Finds Asante. Brandon Asante. Lovely footwork from Asante. Pulls it across. Oh, that would have been an unbelievable goal. Would have been Kelly's first goal. But it doesn't matter because it's game over and we win it. And Elliot List is back in form. There was no injuries, which is, thank God. And I got a little bit too excited at a hat-trick that never was. We needed that, though. We needed that result. It's been a little bit up and down. It's been a little bit 50-50. We needed that kind of victory. But I have a scout report back here from England, but nothing of note, to be honest with you. Not a good one. We've received a fairly sizable bid here for Ashley Hunter. There is... no way, shape or form at this stage that we could even consider that. But I think if the money got too much more, I'd actually have to think about it. Ashley Hunter's been very good for us, but money's money, right? Money talks. Bit of a rotated side. It's the EFL trophy. Do I care about it? No, of course I don't. Now, we will focus on these in further seasons, especially if we had strength in depth. And I would play them to use them to play our youth players and see what they're like, get to grips with them. But we're not at that stage in this career mode at the moment. And this is just going to slow the series down. So unless we get to late rounds, which I don't think we do, because I keep chucking in like rubbish players. As there we go. We do miss a penalty as well, which is a bit frustrating. But we're out. And that's no issue to me whatsoever. My main focus is the league, not the cups. We're top of the league at the moment. We could win it. And the board want me to win it. We're very dangerously close to the sack. And the board want me to win it. So we're going to do our best to try and achieve that. 7th place, Newport next. So we're playing some big teams in today's episode. We're playing some contenders, or at least playoff contenders. This is going to be lineup for Newport and the lineup for ourselves. It's 4-3-3. Again, of course, we're still not signed our camp. I'm literally just waiting for one scout report. They take forever when you're at this level. Honestly, you'll see. If you're doing an RTG and you're trying to scout a bunch of players, it's nowhere near as easy. So you have to be clever and make sure you're scouting players all year round and start filling that transfer list up, or the short list at least, as humanly possible, as quickly as humanly possible, or else you're going to find yourself in a little bit of a struggle. But yeah, Newport will be a difficult test, but I feel very good for us. Dom Telford is the top goal scorer in the league, though. Keeping him quiet today is going to be important. I haven't necessarily been great at the back, so it does worry me just a touch having someone of Dom Telford's quality playing for Newport, but I still feel like we're too good for them. I just do. That ball out there to Asante is brilliant, but the ball over to Elliot List was not. I haven't really touched the football in these opening moments, and we're not going to touch them now because of a huge mistake, a massive mistake, and we get away with it. Eastman, come on, lad. We can't be having that in this game. You need to be concentrating. They moved the ball out very quickly, the Newport. I'm not going to lie, and they've managed to break away. We missed out an interception. Maybe we need to sit just that little bit deeper. Oh, that's a lovely ball into Steer. That's great play from Steer, but look at that run there being covered from Bolton. Oh, Elliot, you got to play a better pass. It already feels like as this game has begun, we might not be on for a great match. We seem to be not playing very well at this stage, and we go 1-0 down, and Newport thoroughly deserve it. We've started this game very, very poorly. I mean, defensively, we was non-existent there. Robert Street had all the room in the world. And it comes from an Elliot List, poor pass. So is he going to be a little bit hot and cold for us, maybe? Willock now finds List. List is touched, though, again. I mean, he's non-existent in this one today. We're non-existent, but Elliot List, Desante, all the big players, they're having zero impact in this game. List now has been found again. It's a much better touch from him. We'll pull it back and play it inside, and that's actually really good to Kelly. Kelly now, just before the half. Oh, my God, that's a massive moment. 1-1 just before the half. Kelly's first goal for Salford under me. And that's what we needed. It's really what we needed because the performance here has been extremely lackluster. That's the first time Elliot List has done well running in behind and causing a problem. His ball back in to Kelly was brilliant, and Kelly just had so much space to run into and score. That's made the halftime team talk just that little bit easier, but there's no doubt in my mind we are not in this game. It is all Newport at the moment. That needs to change in the second half if we're to win it, or at least draw. That's a lovely play again. Salford with the shot from distance. Well, Newport, early corner in this second half. Gonna be one. What is he doing? We've got away with that, actually. That wasn't too bad. Well, we can't deal with them at the moment. We really can't. This is lovely play again from Street. Wilmot now. I just can't live with them. I might have to change something here tactically. Something with a CDM. Something with anyone. Bolton wins it, but then doesn't actually win it. He does that time. That's far better from him. Can we get some decent play now? Asante, he's pinged it. I don't know if Elliot List will get to it. He won't. Well defended by Pask, but that's what we're being held up to. That is literally the balls we're being allowed to play at the moment. That is lovely. Kelly now. We'll find Willock. Willock's touch wasn't great. He's not had a good game as Willock. There's been a few players out here that have had really poor games. Oh, Lund now finds Morris. Morris in behind to Elliot List. Can he get onto it? He can't. Day was there just in time. Back into Morris. Want him to make that little run. He has made the run in the end, and he's found Elliot List. Elliot List to win the game. He was very close to the goalkeeper. It was a difficult shot, but that definitely was the moment. And we've had a little bit of a reprieve this second half. I tweaked the tactic a little bit, just the individual roles, and we started playing a little bit better. He still wasn't good enough. Newport probably will look back on that one and wonder what if. But we'll take it. We get away with it, and you need those matches. If you're going to win the league, you need the games where you don't play that well. I'll tell you something, though. Newport's attack, both strikers, unbelievable. Robert Street caused me a number of issues. We've got a Kevin Baroki offer here, and I'm tempted to let him go, but I don't want him to go to a rival in Harrogate. So I'm going to reject it for now, but I am tempted to let him go out on loan and just getting some game time. I mean, he's not really going to play for us. Now, I've finally got the Ross Tierney scout report back, and it's good. He looks decent. He looks decent. He can play any of the central midfield positions, and he's a decent player. He would be... we could afford him. I'm torn, to be honest with you. I'm very torn between the two of them. I would love to get them both. I'm going to try Tierney first. 20. He could grow quite a bit. I don't know how much he's going to grow. We're still going to need another cam down the road, and I think that young Swedish lad could be the one. I'm going to go in at 700k. They want a swap deal. That's definitely not going to happen. I wonder if we could fit in Baroki here for the swap deal, maybe. It looks like they want a left back, and I'll pay 595k on top of that and see if they're okay with that deal. 600k. This is a really good deal. We're going to do this. Kevin Baroque will go, and we will bring in Tierney. Got him on a really reasonable deal as well, 1,900 per week. And there's one thing we should mention here is it's not the first time Salford have gone to the Scottish Premiership for a player. And the young Irishman here, Ross Tierney, I'm actually excited to see how he gets on. I would still like the Swedish lad. If we could get him, I would still like to try and sign him. It would mean one sale. Now, no one's really come in for any of our players, which is, I'm not going to lie, it's pretty frustrating. But if we could make one sale and get him in, that would be perfect. Now, we do have 3 really good right backs. And I'm tempted to put either Shepherd or Love on the list. And considering I play Shepherd more, Or at least I think I play Shepherd more. Yeah, we're going to put Love on the transfer list. Transfer offer here for Teray. He's just going to be rejected instantly. There's no way we're letting him go. We've only just got him back in the team. Got another scout report as well, back from Scotland. And it's... okay, this guy, John McNeil, sorry. He could have decent potential. He's a striker straight off the bat. But, I mean, he can't shoot. He's not a striker, is he? He's a centre mid. He can dribble, actually, so maybe he's a winger. He is a winger, isn't he? He's right-footed. Would I like him more at centre mid, though, if I could improve his passing a little bit? A bit of pace in the centre of the park, a good dribbler. But he can't defend and he's not physical at all. So if he was going to play, it'd be a cam, right? But he can't shoot. Oh, he's a winger. He is just a winger, isn't he? Right winger. The academy's looking fairly decent. There's one player right now that I would actually bring up if we could. And it would be Murphy. It would be Lance Murphy. I'd get him in the team and try and get him a little bit of game time when we could. And see if we can reach that 70 potential mark as quickly as possible. But aside from that, the academy is taking on shape a little bit, and we're getting there. We're getting some decent players. Right, so Bradford City next, and I'm not going to lie, it feels extremely good to see Tierney there in the lineup. Only 61 rated, put him on a development plan, hopefully improve. I'm not going to play in snow because it's not really... Do we do it? Do I just play one game in the snow? I feel like you guys will struggle to see. I don't want you guys struggling to see what's going on in a snowy game, but maybe that would make it fun. Screw it. For one time, maybe only, we're going to play this in the snow. I have no idea what I let myself in for here. I can only hope that they've improved the snow a little bit. Last time we played in the snow, it was horrendous. I tried it and I just couldn't do it for the episode. Already, the pitch doesn't look as bad as it did last time we played in the snow, which is great because then we'll play in the snow more. Bradford City, of course, have a very big stadium here for League 2 and might be at full capacity for this one. It's a really big clash. Hopefully one we can win, though. It was very good to finally have a cam back in there. Now, this is going to be difficult, but I can just about see it. I might have to sweat a little bit in this one, but it does add a different element. Tierney already there. Let's just test the goalkeeper early on. Just wanted to kind of see what he could do. But yeah, this might play with your eyes just a touch. But we will try our best here to play in the snow. It seems to be toned down. It's very dark. I will say that. Playing in the snow is like way darker than I expected. Last time I played in it, it was too bright. This time it's quite dark. I'd love for there to be more patches of the pitch that didn't have snow on. I feel like that would make it a little bit smarter, but we'll take it. Tierney now. He's a good runner of the football. Let's remember that. He's got good acceleration. I don't want to pull that back across. He took too long there, Teray. I don't know what he was doing. He was dilly-dallying. He took far too long. Sante. Pull it back correctly this time for List. Across. Oh, it will be Lund. Surely he's got to score. Like, hit it top bins, Lund. Hit it top bins. I mean, he can put some venom in his shots. We already know that. He's scored in recent games, but there he just... I don't know what happened to him. Now... I don't know what Willock's doing there. Willock is having a couple of really poor games of football. It does feel like the opposition's passing has been lessened because of the weather. What a save from King. Picks that up. This has been a really scrappy game, which is good. I mean, it should be in the snow. Elliot List now finds Tierney. Tierney's clever. Gets it back to Elliot List. What great tracking back and defending that is from Bradford. Let's be honest. That was unbelievable tracking back. Now we've won the ball back. This is a really scrappy game of football. Tierney with a shot. He's pulled it wide. Absolutely crazy game so far. Like, the snow seems to be having an impact. Our passing isn't as good. Their passing isn't as good. It's been really sloppy. Well, I think it's quite enjoyable. We're playing the snow more often if it's going to be like this. The halftime whistle blows, and it's been a bit of a 50-50 game. No one's really had too many great clear-cut chances. I think there's been 4 shots in the entire game, but I guess we just got to put that down to the weather. Weirdly, as we start the second half, it's actually snowing here in Bradford at the moment as we speak. So, true to form, the weather here on the game today. True to form. Elliot List was a great turn from him. What can I do with him now? Good footwork. Can't go past O'Connor. I think O'Connor was suggested as someone we should be looking at to sign in the back line. And he's doing himself no hindrance here in making me want to sign him. That's terrible from Lund, though. Some of the passing, honestly, some of the passing has been awful. But I actually like it. I like the fact that the weather seems to be impacting how the game's being played. Oh, this is a nice play from Bradford. Oh, what a save from King. What a save. Asante's coming off. Morris is coming on. He's just not really found his feet today in the snow as Asante. Hunter now. That one out wide. Back centrally. Tierney wants List to run. Oh, that's lovely. That was lovely from Tierney. Elliot List, what are you doing? That should have been Tierney's first assist in the team, which is what we're lacking without McAlney. And it should have been another goal for Elliot List. Brings that one back to Lund. Just need a bit more help here, don't I? That's not a bad ball into Tierney. Oh, what a save by Bass. Oh, my God. What a ball over the top here from Bradford City. And that is a huge miss from Pereira. That should have been 1-0. Bradford will be absolutely kicking themselves here that they are not in the lead. Absolutely kicking themselves. They nearly went in the lead again. They nearly went in the lead again there. That's two massive opportunities now for Bradford City. Not been taken. Oh, what a save from King. The pressure is piling. Can we hold out at the moment? We've had a few good chances ourselves, but they're ending the game very, very well here. It was a rough one there in the snow, wasn't it? It really was, but it weren't for a lack of trying. There were a lot of chances between both teams, but neither side could break the deadlock, and I guess we'll take that. In the grand scheme of things, we'll take a point all day long. I mean, it still leaves us top of the league, which is what's important, right? We are still top of the league. I don't know why my manager rating is plummeting. I genuinely have no idea why the rating's going down. We're top of the league, so but it just keeps tickling down slowly. We'll have to keep an eye on it, but there's not really anything I can do about it. There's nothing I can fulfill. Everything else is very low. But there we go. Top of the league at the moment. Need to keep it that way. We've still got some time left in this window. I would love another player in. Another transfer offer here for Taylor Golden, who, if we sell, should free up the room to sign that young Swedish cam. Jason Lowe as well coming back from injury, so that's pretty big. Right, so Colchester next. Now, last time we played Colchester, they did hand us a little bit of a battering. Freddie is doing a job, but this time we're going to sim it because they are, I think, 14th in the league. I'd rather play the bigger teams, and we will get a decent result. We'll win 2-1. Kelly with a brace. He's scored a few in this episode, hasn't he? Kelly looking like a really good player for us, a really good central midfielder that maybe I overlooked a little bit. Right, so Golden has been sold. So we can go and make this deal now from this young Swedish lad from Hammarby. Apparently, he ends up being very good. So I would love to try him out. We're going to go in at 500k. Hopefully he says yes. There we go. So 500k. Hey, if we can make double that off of him, I'd be over the moon. He's only 19. And the fact that he can play on the wing as well is actually really perfect because we've swapped and changed formations a lot, and having somebody else who can play out on the wing as well is always a bonus. Cheap contract for us, perfect signing. And that will be the window then. Ross Tierney coming in, the new cam. We've got a new backup cam and backup left winger, basically. And we'll get them both on development plans, and hopefully they'll both improve a lot. We're getting a little bit younger in those positions, which is important. I did also just achieve an objective by signing him. I kind of knew that was going to be the case. Sign one player. I just don't get why these are very low, but they seem to have such a big impact. Like, does the objective actually matter if it's very low anymore? They shouldn't matter. Of course, we're going to have to retrain this lad. We're going to call him Mickey, maybe, for a nickname because of his first name. I have no idea, but we're going to retrain him to play cam, and you can already see he's a very good dribbler. He's got decent pet. He's a very good player to start off here. For a 58 rated player, he's very good. So next up here, we got Northampton. And of course, we're just going to sim this one as well. I want to try and do a month an episode. I think that's a sweet spot for us to try and get a month out the way each episode. I think that's the best way to work it. I'm actually going to start Kelly. Willock's form has not been good, and I think starting Kelly makes sense. Now, I'm tempted at the moment to maybe even try and sell Watson. I'm not really using him, and maybe he'd be worth a little bit of cash, you know? He's not bad, though, so maybe actually having that extra body, you never know what's going to happen injury-wise. It will be a 1-1 draw against Northampton. Kelly scoring again. I think we're going to have to keep using Kelly. I think he's probably going to take the place of Willock for now. Until Willock can find some form again, I think Kelly has to be the starter in that position. He's already gone up by a rating as well, so, I mean, I'm excited to see how he gets on. The gap, though, is closing. Only 2 point the gap now. We are not the greatest form team, are we? We do draw a lot of games. There you can see 10 draws. Although Forest Green have had 11, but I'll take it for now. The fact that we're still top of the league at this stage is huge. But before we leave the window, let's just take a cheeky look at some of the bigger deals that have been made, to be honest with you. Kingsley Coman to Man United, Theo Hernandez to Real Madrid. There's going to be some interesting moves. There always is in FIFA, isn't there? Like, the logic of FIFA is it's a little bit iffy. I mean, the striker that Arsenal need there, Guedes, that's a massive signing for them. There is some big moves as well. Gabriel Jesus went to RB Leipzig. Definitely can't see that happening in real life. Kostic there to Chelsea. We had a really good time with Kostic in that RB Leipzig career. Grimaldo to Manchester City. I think that one's been rumoured actually quite a few times. Firmino to Atalanta is a bit of an interesting one. But yeah, some massive deals there being made. But that's the window done for us. And I'm actually really happy with the deals we've managed to get done. We've improved. We've not got any weaker. And I'm excited to see now how the second half of the season goes. That's going to be it for this one. We've got a big one for February coming up in the next one. Some more big games to play. We need to just keep picking up the points. We're very hot and cold, aren't we? Look at the start of the episode, how well Elliot listed, and then towards the end. And I mean, to be fair, the last 2 games that we played, a lot of players let us down. Asante Willock was absolutely awful, but we might have found the gem in Kelly. Kelly is going to get more game time, and of course, the 2 new players coming in. Tierney felt really good, even though we were stuck in the snow. He felt like he was going to be a very good central midfielder for us in the cam position. Anyway, that's it for me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.